There is an unwritten account of creation, another way of living, another view of our relationship to earth and nature. This other view is found among a people who live just below the Arctic Circle in the northwest part of North America. Here, in the forests of interior Alaska, in 11 villages along portions of the Yukon and Koyukuk rivers, live the Koyukuk Indians, members of the Athabascan family. This is the world Raven made. Joe Beetus's song drifts across the land where he was born, the land where countless generations of hunters have walked before him. It is late fall, the salmon have passed, and the nets are being stored for winter as a new season begins. Under the raven's watchful eye, Joe Beetus will soon travel the winding reaches of the Koyukuk River, hunting for moose to feed his family.
I make that song after my uncle, you know, a Palakakit. According to old people, my dad is come from up that way, and my mother is come from down Dalby, you know. I never been in schoolhouse, but I listen to the old people. That's my schooling. That's all I got in my life. I'm 69 now. Lots of times I had hard time, you know. My dad, all the time while I was growing up, he told me about how to hunt moose.
Through his Koyukuk heritage, Joe has achieved a special intimacy with the natural world in this vast but familiar homeland. He has studied the animals carefully, and they have provided him with the fullest measure of life. In return for his humility and his care, he has been given luck as a hunter.
You got to think about hunting business. You got to be there with everything. There's lots of different animals, you know, that you hunt. You might run into porcupine or beaver or ducks or bird. And what we're looking for is moose. Lots of times when you had no luck, you know, it's hard to beat the luck, no matter how much experienced hunter you are. You can't get it, can't get it. That's all there is to it. But a lot of people is better luck than the other guys, you know. They do that. That's according to old people. Raven, when he do like this and make that noise, you know, just almost turn around, that means you're going to have luck sometime. That's some people. So I watch it, but it's too windy. You have to bucking that wind, you know. He might do that, you know. We're going to have some kind of luck someday. But he went behind a tree too early.
Joe's home is in the small village of Hughes on the Middle Koyukuk River.
It's better to take enough because we don't know how far we'll go.
The people of Hughes depend on moose as their most important source of meat. Joe has been teaching his grandson Cisco the ways of hunting. His son Bob has already become a skilled hunter.
Yeah. We have to change the first on the top. It's right here, yeah. You got to take that stick off behind here. See? Yeah. Okay, you have your gun right there, okay? Yeah. So sharp with this. Okay, you can pull them out, I guess.
Although much about village life has changed, especially in recent years, Joe and his family remain close to many Koyukuk ways.
We don't need no pool. We'll get better pool down that way.
In the days of Joe's father, people traveled the river by drifting, poling, and paddling their boats. Now they use motorboats to cover the long distances more quickly. But the purpose is still the same: to search for game that provides meat and hides for the family.
Better to float for a while.
Him and Charlie put it on. What's that snap there? See this track? Come on in here. Maybe we can make tea down there someplace.
A hunter's luck depends on the respect he shows toward the spirit that dwells in each animal. After eating dried salmon, Joe burns the skin because leaving it carelessly on the ground might offend its spirit. By treating it properly, he helps to bring good luck when the nets are set next year. While Joe sets up camp, Bob and Cisco will head downriver to check a place often favored by moose. Because animals have the power to hear what people say, they mention nothing about their purpose.
You guys going to take right downriver? You guys going to pack stuff up for me, water and stuff like that. So I'll tell you where to make a camp. You don't need axe? No, I don't think so, eh?
In this great, peaceful expanse of forest and river, the Koyukuk people are ever conscious that they move among spirits.
We saw fresh moose track right around the bend right here too.
Oh, yeah.
About half a mile now.
As soon as it gets daylight, then
Yeah.
we try. If it's not too windy, you know, you could hear it. But they're together, and there's some spoon there. There's some fish there. There's spruce end right there. Get your shotgun. Get your shotgun.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sure.
Stop ready. Let him shoot first. Got him. Should be some more on.
Oh, maybe.
It's better to pluck it while it's warm. And the skin down there, you keep it a little longer, You're going to spoil the meat. Just the skin will tear off when you start to pluck it. Better do it right now while you look for the others, you know. Walk around.
Boy, we're going to have a good feast.
Yeah, the Bruce should be around. He's around that island someplace. We'll travel till dark. We've got to look for moose going down river. We got enough to eat. Now, let's hit the river again.
The land is like a book, unfolding its story in chapters. Rivers, meadows, lakes, and mountains. The chapters come to life when they're handed from one generation to the next, page by page.
This is where they call Lower Sandbluff. The lower end, then there's slough there. That's the winter trail. There's 2 moose up here. I only stopped there, but I thought he was going to stop. Then we can go straight back and try to chase him out.
Coming around a bend in the river, the hunters encounter a moose. Reacting instinctively, Bob raises his rifle. But the Koyukuk hunter's instinct collides with the law that prohibits taking cow moose. Bob lowers his rifle. He will have to wait until another animal offers itself to him.
Well, we got long ways to hunt yet. We're all fixed for tonight.
You guys better get something to eat so we can get going, or...
You don't need to eat. Just get going. They can't wait for you. The boys is in a hurry. You'll eat when you come back. Raven making noise. You know, he wished that we kill something, then he can eat it. I wish he gave us luck.
Bob, Joe, and Cisco break off the moose hunt and return home. Bob has a temporary job in the village, which provides cash for store-bought supplies and equipment. But Joe will go out again.
We sing moose, right? But no luck. We sing cow moose, they let them go.
Sharing their lives together, Joe and his wife Celia each do their part to bring in food. Like most Koyukuk women, Celia is expert in fishing and taking small game. Now she has gathered blueberries and cranberries.
Oh, that's all right.
From up and ahead.
Up the hill.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. Well, that's all right. We'll get that much anyway. We'll get some more. Just, we cannot get it, you know.
The mixing of cultures has created two paths. In the village, Bob returns to work and Cisco goes back to school. With another hunter, Joe returns to the river to follow in the footsteps of his ancestral teachers. Joe has never retired from the life of an active hunter. His knowledge continues to grow, and his value to his people only increases with age.
My dad, when I grew up, you know, I was 19 years old. And he told me, he says, Joe, he says, you don't have to go with me anymore, unless you have to. You can learn more from the other people. There's better people that you can learn more from it, the hunting. Just like that, when I was 19 years old.
Joe Beetus has spent a lifetime mastering the skills of survival in the boreal forest, learning the land in all its detail, and becoming expert in the traditions unique to the Koyukuk culture. His knowledge is as intricate and sophisticated as that of a highly educated person in any other culture. A written record of it would fill volumes. He is hunter, fisherman, trapper, songmaker, and above all, teacher of a natural history unlike any in the Western world. Long ago, a person who committed murder would sometimes become wild and roam the woods alone, cutting his ties to the human world. He was called Nikalina, the sneaker, or woodsman. When unexplainable sounds are heard or things vanish from camps, the woodsman is somewhere near.
You know, above Lester's camp, it was high water this spring. Nobody line up around there. See somebody's tracks around there on mud. Just fresh track, you know. And I told my parents, they said, that's woodsman. Galena. My mother used to say that dogs bark and some fish missing too, all the time at fish camp. And Grandma said that too. Oh, we hear sometimes we hear shoot or somebody laugh or something like that. We're not supposed to talk about that kind. It's not right. It's Hakani.
This vast land is as vital and alive today as it was in the time before history. In large measure, this is because Koyukuk people have long humbled themselves to the greater powers of nature and treated nature's resources as gifts.
The old timers, they take their teapot out and carry water up this kind of place and make tea, you know. I've been down here ever since 1929, my first trip down here. Of course, I was a small boy when we come down in birch bark canoe. Chicas, no halti och. Makochti takos sa ni kanilit. Bas kahatare honey. You know this. He used to be one of big shots long ago. That's how they always You know, people, they talk to him, you know. See, if we're going to have good luck, and then what it's left over, he can have it. You know, like when they want hunting moose, and sometimes it works.
Joe heads farther up the Koyukuk, moving into a country where moose have become scarce. Still, he searches, hoping that luck will be given to him and that his persistence will be rewarded. While Joe prepares hot food and tea, a boat appears from the direction of Allakaket, a settlement many miles upstream.
Those ducks. Those ducks. Who's meat to it?
Yeah.
Ja, precies.
Dat die ook nog dat die
Dat is niet.
wat daar nog als zit.
Aha.
Wat daar gewoon ook een stukje.
Aha.
Too fast.
Too fast, ja. Hey.
Sinds niet af en staat voor het zo.
Oh, niet af. No, sorry,
With his old friend Simon Ned, Joe talks over the difficulty of finding game.
Maar toch, hoe kan het als kokkelen, hoe lang?
Ja.
Not.
Good battles come not skyneer not track. I just track up there. Right close to battles. Too many white people around there.
Yeah, too many hunters.
Yeah.
That's the one that, you know, them sports hunters. That's the one. Just for trooping. Look at them people down Allakaket. Some of them got big family, and they never killed their moose. Somebody, them people killing the animal off up Alatna River. I was there that summer, you know. I told them. Didn't got much to say because I was right.
Yeah. We ain't had no sports hunter around here long. All kinds of animals on Another sports hunter around here than hard to kill moose and anything.
Look, if we do that, we go outside and hunt in their area. You know what they're going to do with us. They're just going to can us.
Yeah.
Right now.
They're right in can right now.
Yeah. Who knows? But they got all kinds of money to play with. How come they come?
But I burn up 2 drum gas now, $300. Nothing. I see 2 calf yesterday, and today I see cow and calf.
Today?
Oh, look, 14 miles below Allakaket.
Each Koyukuk River village has its own hunting territory, which men from other communities respect. From their meeting place at the borders of their hunting grounds, Simon Ned goes upstream toward Allakaket, and Joe Beetus heads back downstream toward Hughes. The hunters are alert and patient, both for moose and signs of luck. The connections between Joe Beetus and his homeland are so numerous and run so deep that they cannot be understood apart from each other. The land is the wellspring of his life, his thought, his culture, and he enriches the land by living so intimately with it.
I don't leave this country. I just stay there. And I like that. I guess not only me, the rest of the people the same thing. They don't like to leave their home.
Among the gifts of this country, perhaps none is so great and yet so rare as the Native American tradition, which comes to its people through nature and to us through the minds of elders like Joe Beetus. It is a wisdom born deep within the earth and which transcends the boundaries of culture. Its many lessons of importance for us all are everywhere at hand.
Na, shukchung ganin ganidat neechu. Oh. Ko kachani kudinlet. Kant shu khab wa ko galnik qadita. Ganidat neechu. I gotta get going. Gotta go down river maybe. Try to find out somebody go with me because I don't like to waste time. I gotta look for moose. I never get my moose yet.
Major funding for this series was provided by KUAC-TV, University of Alaska Fairbanks, Arco Alaska Incorporated, and Koyukuk Limited. To learn more about Koyukuk Athabascan culture, read Richard K. Nelson's book, Make Prayers to the Raven.